In the heart of a vast forest, where the trees whispered ancient secrets and the animals roamed free, there dwelled a proud lion named Leo. Leo was the king of the forest, his roar echoing through the trees and striking fear into the hearts of all who heard it. But despite his strength and power, Leo was also wise and fair, ruling over his kingdom with justice and compassion. He believed in sharing with his fellow creatures and ensuring that all were treated with respect and kindness. One day, as Leo lounged beneath the shade of a mighty oak tree, his subjects approached him with a request. They had discovered a bountiful feast of fruits and berries growing on the far side of the forest, and they wished to partake in the bounty. Leo listened to their plea with a wise and patient ear, nodding thoughtfully as they spoke. And then, with a regal gesture, he granted their request, declaring that the feast would be shared among all who dwelled in the forest. But as the animals made their way to the feast, a sly fox named Felix watched from the shadows, his eyes gleaming with greed and envy. He knew that the lion's share of the feast would be the choicest and most delicious fruits, and he coveted them for himself. Determined to claim the lion's share for himself, Felix devised a cunning plan. He approached Leo with a false smile on his lips and flattery in his voice, praising the lion's wisdom and generosity. "Surely, Almighty Leo," Felix said, "such a wise and noble ruler deserves the lion's share of the feast. It is only fitting that you should enjoy the finest fruits and berries, while the rest of us partake of what remains." Leo considered Felix's words for a moment, his brow furrowed in thought. And then, with a knowing smile, he shook his head and replied, "My friend, you are mistaken. The lion's share is not about hoarding the best for oneself, but about ensuring that all are treated fairly and justly." And with that, Leo led the animals to the feast, where they shared in the bounty together, each enjoying their fill of the delicious fruits and berries. And though Felix grumbled and complained, he could not deny the wisdom of Leo's words, and he joined in the feast with the rest of the forest creatures. From that day forth, the animals of the forest lived in harmony and peace, sharing in the bounty of the land and treating one another with kindness and respect. And though there were many more feasts to come, they always remembered the lesson of the lion's share and the wisdom of their noble king.